Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Today we've got a brand new story to share with you. So let's begin. Who am I? I'm the chump, the last to know, the wounded animal. People preach about forgiveness, how it supposedly scrubs the venom of hate from your soul, grants you that coveted closure, allows for some mythical rebuilding. But tonight, forgiveness feels like a foreign tongue. Lately, I've been unearthing truths about myself. For instance, I'm no damn mushroom. Turns out, I have a profound aversion to being spoon-fed filth and kept in the shadows. And that corporate mantra, la la la, we must all go along to get along, balderdash. Not anymore. Nada. Zip. Zilch. I won't be going along, and I certainly won't be getting along. This is a chasm I can't bridge. In the past, slights rolled off me like rain on a waxed coat. But this fun little ride has earned someone a pound of flesh. Maybe then, forgiveness might flicker at the edges. But don't wager your rent on it in Vegas. Moving on. Easy platitude from the outside. Try extracting yourself cell by cell from the life you've built. The real trick, as I see it from this vantage point of simmering rage, is minimizing the shrapnel of your own suffering. I stand 5'8", carrying the comfortable insulation of a life lived without athletic ambition. Broad shoulders, a barrel chest. In another life, I might have been a fearsome linebacker. But that was never my inclination. Pudgy, they called me. Women never swooned. At best, a polite cute might be offered. I'm not cute. But beneath this unremarkable exterior lies a core of something far less yielding. A reservoir of stubborn determination. An endurance that kicks in long after others have surrendered. That's my quiet superpower. I don't break. I don't quit. And what fuels this? Justice. Pure and simple. I am owed. What was mine vanished, poof, and now resides in his grubby hands. Theft plain and simple. And then there's the inconvenient truth. I loathe losing. Let me rephrase that with the appropriate level of vehemence. If even the faintest tendril of my care attaches to something, then losing becomes anathema. A visceral, gut-wrenching rejection. Over the years, I've discovered the uncomfortable truth that the lines I won't cross to avoid that feeling are fewer than polite society would deem acceptable. And I cared about this, deeply. So I want justice, Old Testament style. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and maybe a little extra for the sheer audacity of the betrayal at my wife, Eleanor's, hand. Bridges? Let them burn. I have my limits, of course. Jail isn't on my bucket list. But for this? A year, maybe two? A regrettable but necessary detour. I didn't start this, but by God, I was going to finish it. Which brings me back to Victor, the architect of this little drama. Thinking about him, he wasn't even worthy of the oxygen he consumed. Yet here I was pouring my time, my dwindling resources, into making his life a living hell. He had my undivided attention. He was my to-do list. He wasn't a friend, a partner, or a lover. He hadn't lied to me directly, hadn't broken any promises to me. But Eleanor, Eleanor. Tick-tock, tick-tock. The sound echoed in the tense silence as I stood before the locked door. Then, the satisfying whoosh as the gas-soaked rag ignited beneath it. Come out, wherever you are. I yelled at the unyielding wood. Smoke billowed, acrid and thick, forcing me to retreat. The door was doing a commendable job of catching fire, at least on my side. From the other side, a chorus of panicked screams and the shattering of glass. Maybe a desperate attempt at a makeshift escape with bedsheets? 3 stories is a long drop for a single thread of linen. And Eleanor? Practical Eleanor? Never. A dry chuckle escaped me. The fire extinguisher hissed, smothering the flames licking at my side of the door. Who knew what inferno raged within? I'm coming for you, you cheating wench, I roared, and her wail confirmed the message received. A solid kick splintered the smoldering wood, and a hungry tongue of flame lunged out, only to be met by the icy blast of the second extinguisher. The third extinguished the remaining embers within the room. Singed. That was the word. The bed. A chaotic landscape of stripped sheets and discarded clothing. And there, the saccharine evidence. A half-empty bottle of champagne. I took a long, defiant swig. Living the high life were we. The bedsheet, indeed tied to the bedpost, snaked out the shattered window. I approached cautiously, peering down. Damn. Eleanor, terrified of heights, the kind of woman who'd turn green on a modest overpass, was clinging to the wall like a desperate starfish. Victor, equally nude and ashen-faced, stood beside her on the ludicrously narrow, maybe 5-foot decorative ledge, 2 stories above the unforgiving concrete of the driveway. No escape route. That's when the cavalry arrived, the news helicopter. Pays to plan. Channel 12, the local Fox affiliate, with their charmingly sensationalist outlook on local affairs. If it bleeds, it leads. Fire at the historic Miller Bed and Breakfast. Always booked solid? Gold. Strangely, the television in the room flickered to life on Channel 12, and through the smoke-filled haze, I watched my frantic wife attempt to shield her nudity from the chopper's relentless spotlight, all while clinging precariously to that 4.5-inch ledge, buffeted by the rotor wash. Entertaining television, indeed. For me, at least. Sirens wailed in the distance. Time for my exit. While the fire department's attention was fixed on the precarious tableau outside, I snatched Victor's discarded trousers, fished out his car key fob and wallet, and slipped them into my own pockets. The ancient back stairs creaked softly beneath my feet, a bizarre counterpoint to the chaos erupting just meters away. Out the kitchen door, a quick call to Eleanor's parents. I found her. Old Miller Bed and Breakfast. Thinks she's going to jump. Turn on Channel 12. Click. Before her father could sputter a response, hook and ladder trucks lumbered into position. 3 more helicopters joined the aerial ballet, vying for the most dramatic footage. Victor's Mercedes key fob clicked insistently in my hand. A beautiful machine. I slid into the leather seat, the engine purring to life. This was a nice ride. Back home, the sleek vehicle nestled in my garage. Glove box yielded nothing of interest. But the trunk, the trunk. His work computer, and a notebook filled with the kind of passwords an idiot clinging to the past might use. In my office, the laptop glowed. His emails were a goldmine. 2 sets of books, it seemed. Though I'm no forensic accountant, the discrepancies were glaring. A quick forward to the IRS and his company's board of directors. Then the intimate photos. Eleanor. Him. Selfies. Flushed with the aftermath of their trysts. Those went to Eleanor's PDA, our church's bishop, her haughty friends at the country club, her sister, her mother, her father, and even her ancient grandmother, a woman nearing 95 whose late husband, a fire and brimstone preacher, would surely be having words from beyond the grave. Some might question my decision to out myself as the humiliated husband, but the television had already done that for me. And there it was, his credit cards all conveniently stored on the laptop. A few choice adult subscriptions had always been on my mental someday list. The adrenaline was fading. A bone-deep weariness settled in. I locked up the house, the new deadbolts a small comfort, and headed for bed. Eleanor, I knew, would be incandescent with rage. Murderous, even. But sleep came easily, a small smile playing on my lips. The pounding started around 2 in the morning. Brutal, insistent. It dragged me from sleep, a foul mood clinging to me like a shroud. 8 hours. That's all I ask. Earbuds in, smooth jazz washing over the insistent doorbell and the battering on the door. Blissful oblivion. Until the cops arrived. A gaggle of them, thoroughly unimpressed by my musical sanctuary. Yes, they arrested me. Thankfully, Julian, my lawyer, my college buddy, my partner in youthful indiscretions and shared parenthood, was on the case. He'd handle it. They finally hauled me out of general population, the fluorescent lights of the interrogation room buzzing overhead. Julian was already there, looking weary. Good grief, Arthur. You've just got to learn to let go. Let go? Julian. She was cheating on me. My wife. Julian raised a hand, cutting me off. Was Arthur. Was not your wife now. Not your wife for the past 5 years. You got divorced. Damn it. You've got to let this obsession go. It's sick. They're going to throw the book at you. It was her freaking wedding night. For God's sake. He stood abruptly. I'm done, Arthur. I'm out. Don't call me. As he walked towards the door, he glanced back. A genuine concern etched on his face. You need help, Arthur. Seriously. Professional help. That was almost 5 years ago. 5 years of lockup, punctuated by stints in solitary. The occasional bruise a reminder of the harsh realities within these walls. I can say with authority, I don't like being locked up. It stinks. It's been brutal. Lying here on this thin mattress, sleep eludes me. Tomorrow is my first parole hearing. That has the nerves jangling. The food is truly atrocious. You meet characters, though. This ain't high school. The medical care is marginally better than what I bothered with on the outside. I even have a shrink now. Runs these fooled-up men's support groups. Not the official name, but accurate. There's Bone, a mountain of a man, a father-fooler you wouldn't want to cross. Slug, a pain-focused bottom, in here by choice, which, by definition, qualifies him. I get along best with Max doesn't believe in divorce. Against God's law or something. For wives and counting. So, I have my support system. I'm working on myself. Setting goals. Keeping my eye on the ball. The docs are giving me good marks. Staying out of trouble. And tomorrow I'll say whatever they want to hear. Play the long game, they say. And tomorrow morning, the game begins. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories like this. See you next time.